I woke up this morning with a really thick throat, and as the morning progressed, I started feeling sick. Low-grade fever, chills. But guess what? I have to get out of here. Tomorrow's my last day, and I was gonna have a good day today, but what I'm gonna do right now is pack things up. Now, I'm not going to leave until tomorrow, but by the time you watch this, I will be back in the city. But just know as you're watching this, I'm very sick. Oh my gosh, I know. I put out an APB on Facebook that if you please would pray for me. I was really sick 6 months ago with viral bronchitis, could barely breathe. And when I woke up, I could feel my throat, and it started getting worse and worse, okay? And I actually felt one of my ears closing up, like it had fluid in it, and I thought, oh boy, this is not good. This is not good. I still had some things I needed to do. One was I need to get up on the roof and retape parts of my solar panel up there. Now, I don't have to climb all the way up, and you'll see that coming up, but I do have to get my ladder out, which means I have to take everything out of the garage area in the back of my van, and I need to pack everything. What I'm doing right now is my hammock. I'm not going to get on my hammock today. I'm going to stay here today, but I'm going to be inside my van. In fact, that's where I am right now as I'm editing this. And I've watched a couple movies. I'm drinking my tea. I've got some sleepy time tea. Let me take a drink of this. Oh, it's so good on my throat. So yeah, I watched this, and when I was editing it, I'm really dragging. I have chills. But it's got to be done. Aren't nomads strong? I mean, we can do it. Most of y'all would be in your house, in bed. Somebody might be bringing you stuff. I'm solo. I'm trying to get out of this campsite tomorrow morning. And these are just things that have to be done. They just have to be. So I'm so glad I got my other chores that I wanted to do. I'm so glad I got these done earlier in the beginning of the week. As soon as Max left the next day, well, actually the day that Max did leave last Saturday, I tore apart my van. And, I was going to record it. I really, really was. And I was talking to Max. He stayed until around noon. And I was going to record it, but I was talking to Max while I was doing this. He was watching, and I forgot to record it. But basically what I did was I pulled out everything from the garage area back here. I pulled out all of my drawers, those 3 drawers that are in the back, and got into the well underneath there where the 3rd row seats would go down. Right now, I'm just pulling everything out of the back because what I'm doing is I need to repack it, but I need to pack it properly because now I got to fit my solar back in there. I'm going to see if I can fit that new chair and see if I can cart it around, while I'm in Flagstaff for the next month. And I need to get that ladder that you see is standing up sideways, and I need to use that to get on my roof. I'm not actually going to climb up on my roof, although I have before. But what I'm going to do is use that and I can reach the edges of my solar. It's just a few spots that need to be taped up, and it needs to be done. It just does. So everything's coming back out. I need to put away my purple step stool. And I bought that step stool for washing my windshield because I really can't reach the middle of it, and I have found that squeegees they kind of suck sometimes. Most of the time, every once in a while I find a gas station that has decent squeegees, but for the most part, no, they don't work very well. So I like to have my purple step stool so I can just get a rag out and some water and wash my windshield up. So yeah, I'm sure not feeling good. I did, what was great was because I was cleaning out my bins, I saw in my overflow food bin some NyQuil that I saved. My daughter bought me some NyQuil. When I was 6 months ago, I had viral bronchitis. It was bad, and I had to go to the hospital briefly. And she bought me some NyQuil, and it was a 2-pack. Well, thank goodness. Thank you for buying that for me because I saved it. And now I'm on NyQuil. It's day NyQuil, but it's severe cold and flu NyQuil. Hopefully I'll get some good sleep tonight. And then as soon as light hits tomorrow, I'm going to take off. It's not a long drive, but it is a drive. And I need to get back to town. So, okay, now I'm getting out my ladder. And see, what am I doing? Oh, the tape. Getting my tape ready, I guess. Yeah, let me get out this. I use this ladder as a barrier so things don't fall out. And that way I can use it when I need it, which isn't very often. There we go. It's just it's a 2-step, but it gets me up there. Yeah. Okay. And I've got my blade. I've got a blade. And I've got my tape. And I can just kind of get that one area. Now, I do actually get up on the side and I do a few things. But for some reason, my phone just stopped recording. I'm like, it wasn't full. I don't know what happened. But that's okay. You don't need to see every little thing. I hope this isn't too boring for you, but I'll try to make it exciting for you, okay? As I'm doing a voiceover for it. Yeah, I have a low-grade fever. Even right now, I kind of have a low-grade fever. And let me get a rag out here. And I'm not going to get it wet, but what I'm going to do is kind of wipe down any dust. Sometimes pine needles are getting stuck in some tape that kind of came up a little bit. So I want to just kind of clean things up a little bit up there. Let me get my tape together. Let me blow my nose. It was running bad. That was before I realized that I did have some NyQuil. In fact, let me take a little bit of a swig of NyQuil here. And, yeah. That's some nasty tasting stuff, right? Well, yeah, I'm using a blade to cut off the old tape that kind of came up and ripping it up, and I'm throwing it down, but I will dispose of it properly. I leave my campsite very clean. I really, really do. I don't leave stuff in the fire pit, which I didn't even have a fire, but I don't leave any papers in there. I go around and kind of do a cleanup, which, by the way, because I'm going to leave first thing in the morning, I actually, at the end of getting this all together, what I did was went around and see if there was anything that needed to be cleaned up. Yeah. It's not easy being sick and having a low-grade fever. Reaching up here and keeping my arms, it kind of stresses my arms out, trying to reach up. But like I said, I think nomads are really strong. They'd be like you being sick at home if you're in a house, but you have to go out. Yeah, you have to go out into the garage. And I know some of you have had to do stuff like that. Or you have to take care of your children, or you have to, there's things that have to be done. Women are usually the caregivers of children are usually very strong. Yeah. I mean, oh, here's my chair. I'm going to try to fit that chair in here. Spoiler alert, it doesn't fit. It's just too much. It's too much back there. And I am going to put it in the back area of my van, my living area, and cart it to Flagstaff. And I know where a lot of nomads hang out in the city, and I'm going to go ahead and, my nose, gotta wipe my nose. And I'll just leave it there, and somebody will see it and go, oh, yeah. It's kind of like leaving something on the curb. You know, people could come along and take what they want. They look at it. It's a nice chair. It's only 2 weeks old. But, and here, look what I'm doing here. I am taking the time to make sure that everything is put in the back of my van here perfectly, the way it should be. Because once I go back to the city, I'm going to be there up in Flagstaff for another 20 days, waiting for Tucson to get warmed up. I'm not going to be pulling stuff out of my van while I'm in the city. So even though I feel horrible right now, I'm taking the time to do it and just get it done. Get it done right the first time. And I want these to be folded so that it doesn't, if I don't fold it right, then it just takes up too much space. It's too poofy. So I'm getting things just, the way it should be. And put them in a plastic bag. These are my reflective tarps. They're perfect for putting over my stuff in the summer if I'm out camping so that the sun isn't beating down on my bins. I will mention that I do still have a video coming. Your next one that you're going to watch is me doing I did some recording. So I wanted to get this one out today. But because you're all praying for me, to feel better, I put the APB out on Facebook. Please pray for me. If you're Christian, please pray for me. Because I don't want to be sick a long time the way it was when I had viral bronchitis 6 months ago. And thank you if you are praying for me. So basically, I'm just trying to put everything away that I know that I can easily get things. For the winter time, I can get things. But once I get to Tucson, I can get to my storage. I'm going to redo my storage and get rid of stuff. Oh, yeah. I can't wait to get there. And then I need to put my ladder away. Excuse me, my voice is all kind of scratchy. Put this here. I used it and it was useful. And now I'm going to use it as a barrier so things don't fall out of the back when I open up my hatch door. I kind of weave a bungee in between the ladders and the rungs. And so it kind of like holds it in place. And then I anchor it to the top here. So that way, it stays in place and things don't fall out. This, I've tweaked my van over time. And there's my shower bag right there. I like to have that really handy. If I go to the gym and I need to take a shower, I can just grab that. My back hurts. Yeah, let me stretch my back a little bit. Let me check the tape on my window there, on my hatch door. The two big things are my winter clothes, my yellow bag of winter clothes, and then I've got a yellow bag. See, I'm going to try my chair again. Look at that. Nope, it is not going to fit. Let me set it over here. Okay. I tried. I gave it my best try. Yeah. But, and then the other bag is my dirty clothes. And I haven't done dirty clothes. I've been up here for 2 weeks. So I've got a lot of dirty clothes. That's why the bag is so big. Now these are my winter clothes. And I need to have those. And yeah, my back hurts. Okay. Got the chills. look at that big bag of laundry. Ugh. Yeah. So I have to make sure that goes in. Now, the thing is that you're not going to see it because I didn't film it, but I've got my solar out because I'm powering up one of my jackeries. And see that tarp down there? I'm going to get rid of that too. There's just no room right now. I can buy another tarp for $5. But I still have to get my solar in there, so I still have to take my bags out later and put my solar in, and then put my bags back in. And then I'm pretty much done. And I can start moving, back to the city tomorrow morning. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you found this interesting. No frills on this video, no frills whatsoever. But I do appreciate you spending some time with me, and I really appreciate it. And my next video will be back in the city. I love you guys very much. Please subscribe and give me a thumbs up and say a prayer for me that this doesn't turn into anything really horrible. Thank you. I love you.